Alright guys, here's another narrated roll. So we start out in our wrestling stance, we're hand fighting. Camera cuts out. I go for a quick little snatch single. He managed to use the overhook to pull me up and kick his leg back. So we're back, jostling for position here. A little bit of hand fighting. So he drops in on a sweep single leg, elevates, and I managed to frame his hands as I pull my foot out so he's not able to climb up the leg. Do a little level change, he sprawls. Some hand fighting and some level changes here. So I go for a 2-on-1, a Russian arm tie here. I try to pass the other elbow and shoot underneath. He reshoots but bangs his head on my knee, so I give him a second there. And then we get back into it. I kind of run him to the wall here. He gets a body lock, so I use an underhook to break it, get my hips away a little bit. And we're back wrestling here. So Nay's a pretty game purple belt, and he also used to train with the Burmese Wrestling team. So I shoot in for a single here, try to get an angle, but he gets his underhook underneath, and then he shoots under. Elevates. Now I grab his right ankle there, and I manage to do a little funk roll underneath. He goes for octopus guard. Now my plan here was to try to break his head posture and get to a guillotine, but I wasn't able to get it, and he rolls over here. We'll roll over top in just a second, so I'm able to lock up an anaconda. Now I start putting some pressure into the anaconda, and I go upside down. I didn't feel like it was on, but watching it here, there might have been something to it, but anyways, I let it go. He immediately shoots back into a single, and he goes for a double. I widen my stance so he's not able to finish the double, and he elevates, and I'm able to use that cross-side underhook to keep him from connecting his hands. So we're back into it now. So some hand fighting. Back wrestling. Do a little level change. It's hard to commit to big movements with no wrestling shoes and on the mat. So he goes in for a low single. I backstep and try to do that choke off the low single. I'm not sure what it's called, but I didn't get to it. No submission here. I end up on top and then go to like a power ride position. Cool. So he recovers his guard. I'm just focusing on controlling that foot. Trying to keep him from inverting underneath. Step outside the legs. And this was a mistake here. I put my head a little too low, and he shoots a triangle up. Now I'm able to keep my head posture up high. He can't bring my head down into the triangle. So he lets it go here. And I just take an ankle lock grip, sit back, and I switch to the backside ashi and get the outside heel hook from there. All right, so we're wrestling again.
Damn it.
Do a little arm drag, get to the leg. I elevate it, shelf it on my hip. Start to elevate again, get to my feet, foot sweep out. Now right before I can get control, he hits the angle and uses that underhook. Well played, so I wasn't able to get the takedown there. And then we're back into wrestling again. So he steps in for an inside trip. I'm able to keep my balance. And now I've got a wizard here, and I try to roll into an omoplata with the wizard, which didn't work out. Now here I try to pummel into backside 50-50, but he keeps that scoop grip on my leg, so I'm not able to pummel over. And he's not able to move because I've still got his ankle, so we're both pretty immobilized. Now I'm able to shift my hips underneath and go to this position here. My plan was to wrestle up, but he's controlling my leg there, and he's able to come out on top to knee on belly, but I'm able to invert underneath here and go to backside 50-50. And I was using my top foot to space his legs out so he can't backstep. Cool, back into wrestling. Shoot underneath, try to peek out. He keeps distance. And we're doing some fakes. And then right as time runs out here, sorry. We're just using head position to keep him away, and then another little sweep single right as time runs out.